Hey everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're new. Today I am going to do a very cute little Easter design. I'm going to use dip powder and then gel nail polish for the design itself. Um, right now I'm using some Young Nails Protein Bond, and I'm just going to do a thin layer from cuticle to free edge on all 5 fingernails. And then I had this idea because I see people using peel off base coat all the time, and I know that you're not supposed to put any like gel polish or dip powder over smooth nails. So I thought maybe if I put a top coat down and then just went immediately into the dip powder application, if maybe it would serve kind of as the same purpose. So that's what I'm going to try today. I'm using Young Nails Synergy, or not Synergy, but Young Nails Manicure top coat. And I'm going to put a nice layer there. I'll cure in the light for 30 seconds. No, actually, I take that back. I did cure it for a full minute since it is the top coat. Young Nails top coat, the manicure top coat, does have a sticky layer on top, so I'm just taking some rubbing alcohol and a lint-free wipe and wiping that off. So now I'm just picking out what dip powders I'm going to use. I've got an Azure dip powders and some Omisi dip powders, and I'm sure I'm completely butchering the pronunciation of that, but I'm just deciding what fingernails I want to put each color on. I was inspired by a mani that I saw on YouTube, and so here before I actually start the design, I'll show you a picture of that. And I did end up having some trouble with the dip powder application, which I'll show you whenever we get to the yellow. But right now I'm just stirring up the pigment so that there's no clumps and everything is evenly distributed between the pigment and the acrylic powder. And I'm using that Young Nails Manicure base coat, and I'll just put a thin layer over the nail, and then I am using the pour over method, so I'll pour over the dip powder and then tap it off. And if there's any parts that still look like they're wet, then I'll pour over again and keep doing that until it looks like it's not got any more wet spots. And I do that just because I want the dip powder to have a nice even coverage. So you'll see me do that several times on this thumbnail specifically. And I think I had to do it so many times because this base coat is pretty thick, but it did have beautiful coverage. I probably didn't even really need to go over with another layer, but I did. So I'll just let you watch that process. So now here we go with this yellow. I've used this yellow before with regular dip powder liquids and it looked just fine. But for some reason over the gel liquids, it would not cure all the way through. So I don't know if that's because it's too pigmented so that it couldn't cure, because parts of it would cure and then parts of it would just come off in chunks whenever I tried to wipe off the dust, and it completely stained my my manicure brush. So that's my theory, is that it's just too pigmented. I did try several times. I literally spent an hour on this fingernail trying to get it to work, but every time I tried, the same thing would happen. It would come off in chunks, and I could literally just take my fingernail after I cured it and just scrape it right off. So finally I gave up on that, and went ahead and put down a white base coat, or white dip powder instead. And the picture that I'm getting ready to show you, it has like a little chick coming out of an Easter egg, and on her video she did put down the yellow dip powder, and then she painted on the white shell. And I'm just going to do the opposite. I've got the white shell and I'll paint on the chick instead. So I'm just going to put a drop of each of the nail polish onto my nail resin palette, and here's the design that I'm imitating here. And just for convenience, instead of doing this whole little part of the Easter Bunny's head with a detail brush, I just use the brush out of the polish itself, and then you'll see me grab a detail brush to paint the little ears on. And this was just literally I think it's my favorite manicure I've ever done, and it was so simple, you guys. I mean, if you just break it down into steps, each little step is very, very easy, and it came out so cute. So if you're looking for a beginner-friendly, easy design that looks like you did something very intricate and talented and all of that, then give this one a try. You'll be pleasantly surprised. I did the entire design in 15 minutes. So now I'll draw on the little bunny ears, just a couple little lines, and then I will put that in the light for 15 seconds. So now I'm going to just put my finger on top of this box here so that I can hold it steady, and I'm going to paint the chick. So I want it to look like it's coming out of an egg, so I'll just do some zigzag lines on the top, and then some zigzag lines on the bottom, and then just fill in the middle with the yellow. And then I will cure that in the light for 15 seconds. Really, that was about the hardest part, which wasn't hard at all, like you saw. And now I'll just add a couple of the details. So I'm taking a pink that matched pretty closely to the other pink nails that I have on, and I'm going to draw just some lines down the middle of the ears. And I'll take some orange and draw just a little tiny triangle in the middle of the yellow to serve as the beak. And then I'm going to take that pink again and draw a little triangle down at the bottom of the white for the bunny rabbit's nose. And then cure that for 15 seconds. Now I'm taking a dotting tool and just putting 2 dots on the yellow for eyes and 2 dots on the bunny rabbit for eyes. And then I'll cure that for another 15 seconds. And then I decided that the yellow wasn't standing out as much as I would like it to from the white. So I just took my detail brush with some black gel polish and followed that outline so that it would really pop. And now I'll cure that for 15 seconds. And then the last little detail for the animals is I'll take my dotting tool with a little bit of white on the end and put that inside the black. And I just think that makes all the difference. And then I'll cure that for 15 seconds. And then lastly, I want to do some white polka dots on my ring finger. And so I just go down the middle with even spacing. And then on the side of that nail, the next polka dot will be on each side of that line, will be in the middle of the polka dots. So you'll see what I mean as I finish that up. And then I'll go ahead and put the hand back in the light for a full minute just to make sure that all of those colors fully cure. Now I'm taking that Young Nails manicure top coat again, going over all 5 fingernails from cuticle to free edge, and then putting them back on the light for a full minute. And again, I'll take that rubbing alcohol and clean off that sticky layer. I'm taking some Young Nails cuticle oil and putting a drop on each finger and rubbing that in, and then you're done. So like I said earlier, this is absolutely the cutest manicure in my opinion that I've done so far. I absolutely love it. I almost hope that the using that top coat at the beginning doesn't serve as a peel off base coat, because I kind of want these to last for a while. So thank you for watching. Please feel free to subscribe, comment, like, share. Let me know what you think, and let me know if there is anything that you would like to see me try. I appreciate you coming back and following me along on this journey of me becoming a nail technician. It's fun. And the manicure that I have on my right hand, I will be posting that as my next video. I was going to post it before, but I really wanted to do this Easter set for you guys, so that will be my next video. I appreciate it, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.